Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Lexi. If you're new to my channel, then what's up? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're existing, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we are doing a monochromatic yellow look. I love this look so much. I think it looks so good. I feel like it looks really good on my skin tone. It just looks bomb. I did a little bit of highlighting as well, so I hope you all enjoy this video and stay tuned.
Let's do numbers and remain humble. Tap punches, I'm so used to this. Bugging at the pound, I'm so used to this. I know where I'm from, but I got used to this.
Alright y'all, so let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to start off with the LA Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey, and I'm going to prime my lid. Now we prime our lid so that we can have a smooth base. So that's what I'm doing now. And also to make our eyeshadow last longer. I'll go ahead and prime that thing on out. I am doing a monochromatic look, so it will be all yellow. So my lids are just going to be yellow. I want to use different tones of yellow to do my makeup, but it's going to be in the cut crease form because I just like cut crease. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. So I'm just using a Sonia Kashuk's brush to blend this out. I'm blending out this side. I'm gonna try to talk through this video. I normally don't talk through my makeup tutorials. I normally do a voiceover, but I was like, let me try something different today. And I'm gonna take some Laura Mercier setting powder and I'm gonna set the lid. I don't feel like I put a whole lot on there, like a whole bunch of concealer, which I feel like I should have put a little more, but it's okay. So we're just gonna do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. Hope y'all are having a good Saturday. I don't have anything planned for today. I'm probably gonna be doing a photo shoot while y'all watching this. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna go in with the Nubia's Place, the Nubian by Juvia's Place, not Juvia, Nubia's Place. And I'm using this shade, this shade right here, which is like a light brown shade, and I'm gonna use that as a transition color. I'm just using a fluffy brush, so any blending brush that you have will do. This is from Sonia Kashuk. I got this a long time ago. And I'm just gonna blend that in on my, underneath where I put the concealer. You're not really gonna be able to see the shade, but that's totally fine. So we're just gonna blend, blend, blend. And I'm doing a monochromatic look, so it ought to be the same shade. It will all be yellow. So I'm just using this to have a smooth transition onto the lid, which is, it's just my same skin tone. You can't really see anything, but we're fine. You see it in a minute. I think I am still gonna go in and use Puree because I'm just used to using that. And I'm gonna blend it in on top of it. I'm washing clothes in the background, so you have to excuse that noise. Because it's drying. Some of the clothes are drying. So okay, I'm gonna use the Creative Me 1 palette, and I'm taking this yellow shade. This palette is from Coastal Scents. I'm using the same brush. I'm just gonna brush, well actually, I'm going to use a light brush. I'm going to use like, let me see, like a fluffy brush, but not so fluffy. It's an e.l.f. brush. I think this is the eye crease brush, and I'm dipping it in that light yellow, and I'm going to go right underneath where I put that brown. And you probably won't be able to see this shade either, but it's fine. I can see it a little bit off camera, but it is really light. It's like a pastel. So just blending it. It'll all come together. Yeah, I'm just blending it, blending it. And when you blend, you just want to move in circular motions with the brush. Alright, I'm then going in with the yellow that's next to that one. So this is a dark yellow. It's darker. And I'm putting it right underneath where I put that light shade. Actually, I'm gonna use my blending brush for this. So I'm just gonna blend it all the way out, which is probably not picking up on camera, and that's fine. But just blend the shade in. Cause yellow is not gonna look good on brown skin tone. If you're brown, it's harder for it to show up because it's yellow. So you have to kind of play around with it to make it look like something. So I'm gonna blend, blend, blend. The same thing for the other eye. And if you have to keep layering the color, just keep doing that until you feel like it looks good enough. I don't mind layering color. I always tell y'all that makeup is about being patient and being patient with yourself. So just take your time. You don't have to rush. If you feel like, you know, if you are going out or something, do the looks that you're most comfortable with, and then practice the looks that you feel like, okay, I need to practice this, or I need more time to figure out how to do it. Because makeup is different for everybody. Makeup application is different for everybody. Everything that I do may not work for you. Everything you do may not work for me. But that's the beauty in looking at other people do their makeup and different techniques on how to do it. You may not like the way I do some stuff, so you gotta play around with it. But if you're following this video, take your time. Remember that always when you do your makeup. Be patient and take your time. Your face looks a lot better when you take your time compared to if you rushing to do it. Well, if you do your face long enough, if you know how to put your makeup on long enough, you eventually, time comes, like the quickness comes. But you have to acquire the skill before you can get quick. I'm gonna go over it one more time. I can see the yellow, but I'm just going, so I'm blending and I'm just going over the whole lid like this, literally. Blend that thing on in. This is gonna be so pretty. It's going to look so golden. I already know it's gonna be gorgeous. Alright, so I don't know if y'all can really see that, but let me blend this one. So yeah, you can see the yellow a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna use this yellow from the Sleek Cosmetics palette. It's right here. This is the Ultra Matte palette. And I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm putting the color right underneath that yellow that I already used. And I'm just gonna blend it. See how the pigmented that yellow is? It's very pigmented. So we're blending it as we're applying it. If you look at my old videos, you see that I was applying with a different brush and then blending. But I find that to have a seamless blend, you have to blend as you apply. It just makes it even more better. It makes it better and just makes it more seamless. So I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend right underneath that shade. Of things we know. So you can see the yellow now and blend it out. And you see how that yellow made the other yellow come out? Like I didn't put any yellow up here, but now that I put the dark yellow right here, you can see the yellow at the top. So it's more so about playing with colors and figure out what colors work well together. So we got the yellow. And then I'm going to take the yellow from the Coastal Scents palette, which is a darker yellow. I feel like it's darker than this yellow. Let me look at it. Actually, I feel like that yellow is more pigmented inside of the Sleek Cosmetics palette. So I'm going to take a little brush like this. This is the e.l.f. eye crease brush. And I'm going to take that same yellow and I'm going to deepen my crease with that yellow, like this. And when I deepen the crease, I always just go on the outer corner like this, and then I go down into the lid a little bit. If I had a really dark yellow, this would be really cute, but all these yellows are the same color. So we just working with what we got. Nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. Alright, so I'm gonna take LA Pro Conceal in the color Warm Honey, and I'm gonna carve out my crease now. The Sonia Kashuk brush, and it's just kind of like, see how it looks? So I'm gonna use this instead. It's kind of thicker, so it makes the product apply thicker than that smaller brush. So I'm just applying it, and I'm going to carve out my lid. First I put concealer right here. This is just a habit of mine. This is just what I do. And then I start to carve. Cutting your crease is where your eye meets goes in. So when I do like this, where my eye goes in, that's where you should be cutting your crease. I sometimes cut a little bit below there, because sometimes it feels like it overwhelms the eye. But it's really your preference. However you want to cut your crease, that's how you want to do it. I'm just patting on as I go throughout the eye to cut the crease. I need some more product.
Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars.
Just pat this shade on.
And I wonder where you are.
So I never want to I never like leave the cut crease like a full cut crease, so that's what I'm gonna do that for this look. I always blend out the ends, which will make it like, so I don't want it to be harsh, but I want it to be really defined, the yellow. So we're gonna cut it and leave it as is. I'm not putting any shade on top of this end to make it look like not as harsh like I normally do. So this will be a full cut crease. And I'm just going through and patting the concealer just to give me a smooth base. I feel like this brush makes all the difference because I don't have to keep going in. With that little brush, I have to keep going in and like, okay, I gotta add more, I gotta add more. But with this, it gives me a good coverage. Add a little bit more in the middle. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye. I told y'all, if you haven't checked out my other cut crease videos, if you want to know where to cut your crease, you can put concealer right here and then look up. Where you see that line is, that's where you're supposed to cut your crease. So look. I start in the corner of the eye and then I draw a half circle, and it's gonna naturally meet because I already know where to cut my crease. And then I pat the excess concealer onto the lid like this, just to fill in as I'm going. And then I'm gonna do the rest. I've had a few people tell me they've been practicing they cut crease, it hasn't been working out, but if you keep practicing, you will get it, I promise. Just keep practicing. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on yourself. I have a cold. I don't have a cold. Girl, I don't know what I got, but that's why I sound like this, and I do apologize about that. Alright, so we just making sure this is neat and patting it.
In the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain.
Alright. So this is how both of the eyes look. Alright, so I'm going to take the yellow from the Creative Me 1 palette, and I'm going to pat that onto my lid. On top of where I put the shade. I get a lot of questions about, do I let the concealer dry before I start to apply the color? And you're supposed to, because if the concealer isn't dry, it will only cause it to like kind of mess up a little bit. But it's not like the worst thing is gonna happen or anything like that. You just picking up concealer as you applying the color, and it kind of makes it hard to apply. But yeah, I suggest wait until the concealer dries. And just take your time on this part because it'll take a little minute for the yellow to show up, because it is yellow. And we're just patting the shade onto the eye. And this is a flat brush. This is a smudge brush from e.l.f.
Feel again.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right.
And we're gonna do the same thing for this eye. I know this looks crazy right now, but once we put our lashes and everything on, it'll look good, I promise.
Yeah, I can only say that it feels right.
I want to do a wing liner, but I don't have a yellow. That's the only thing. Oh, I do have a yellow wing liner. Oh yeah, I do. It's gonna be cute, y'all. This is gonna be real cute. Okay. Okay. So we patted the shade on, so this is how it looks right now. I feel like this is one of those looks that's gonna come together as we continue.
When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky.
Oh, but my heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners. Havana, no. He didn't walk up with that, how you doing? When he came in, he said there's a lot of girls I can do it, but I can't wait. I'll do it forever in a minute. That's on my night. And Tyler says he got Milo in him. He got me feeling like, ooh, I knew it when I met it.
Is the finished makeup look. I love this look so much. I feel like it looks so good. I feel like it brings out all my undertones. It just vibe as heck. I hope you all found something helpful while you were here. You found this big video to be very, very helpful, and you learned something from it. Yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. I also have vlogs on my channel, so I do vlogs and I also do beauty. I do makeup tutorials on live as well, like on my Instagram sometimes or YouTube. So either or, so go follow me on Instagram as well. I love you all so much, and until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.